Hello, this is Top Decker 21, doing a deck profile on infernitys. Just got this deck. It's a good deck. Playing around with it. I personally like it just because it can get loads of things like Trish and Miss Verm easily in a turn, and basically once it's started, you can't stop it. I'll go into the deck. It's been a while since I've made a video. Haven't had a chance to make a video on anything. I did go to the Photon Shockwave sneak peek, but I kind of missed making a video on it, so yeah. 3 Infernity Archfiend. It's your searcher of the deck, it's your beater of the deck, it's generally just your best card of the deck, except your synchros, and he just makes the deck run. Triple Infernity Necromancer. He's your monster reborn of the deck. While you have no cards in your hand, basically Infernitys, how they work is if you have no cards in your hand, they gain effects. Infernity Necromancer, while you have no cards in your hand, you get to special summon an Infernity from your grave. Most of the time you'll go for an Archfiend, which will then special something else. And it's a bit like Summon a Monk, because when it's summoned it goes to defense. 3 Infernity Beetle. I do run Beetle. A lot of people don't run Beetle. I do actually like the deck that doesn't, the one that spams off loads of 100 eyes, but my deck can do both, so it's the way I like it. Double Mirage. Love Mirage. It's great. It's basically an OTK in a top deck. Infernity Avenger. It's amazing. I would only run one, and it is amazing. It's your level 1 tuner of the deck. It's brought back by Necromancer, and you make 8 with it with a Archfiend. 2 Tour Guide. I don't have 2 Tour Guide, I'm sorry, but I don't have enough money to be going out and spending £200 on 2 cards at the minute, so yes. The tour guides are amazing in this. You don't bring out Leviathan, you bring out Levier, and you go for Necromancer, and you detach your Necromancer to special summon your banished Infernity Mirage, which you can easily get banished with a 100 Eyes Dragon, but I'll explain that later on. The combos you can pull off in this deck are amazing, and a Plague. It's really fun to bounce an Archfiend to your top of your deck, because when you draw it, it gets special summoned and then you get to search. Spells, Infernity Launcher, 1 for 1. These are your 2 big spells of the deck. Infernity Launcher is just too broken, that's why it's at 1 in the ban list, because it's basically Mirage, except it can also let you discard, and it's a spell card, so you can activate it without having to not waste your normal summon. And 1 for 1, you basically discard your Archfiend, go for a Mirage, and you just go for there. It's just amazing. Draw, you've got Allure, Double Gold Sark, Pot of Duality. They're all darks. Gold Sark, you can banish stuff and then bring it back with it. Levier, and Pot of Duality, it's just for those tight spots, because you can set it and use it later on in the duel. Dark Eruption. It adds your Mirages back to your hand, because unfortunately Mirage can't be special summoned by an from your grave, otherwise that would just be completely broken. Because it could just trigger itself, special summon itself and something else, and then just start spamming off that. Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, Door MST. That's it for the spells. The thing that really attracted me to the deck, Infernity Barriers. It's basically, for Gladiator Beast, they've got Gladiator Beast Chariot. Well, this is Gladiator Beast Chariot, but 4,000 times better, because it can negate any effect at all. It doesn't have to be monsters. And your Archfiend basically searches it out from your deck. After a good play, You'll end your turn with your opponent on minimal life points, with 2 of these face down, and so they can't do anything, and you've basically won. Infernity Inferno. I have a third one, and personally I got this deck off, said to run 3, but I really only like 2. 2's enough. Infernity Break. Infernity Break's great. You remove an Infernity in grave, so it fuels Leviair, and you often remove your Mirage, and yeah, go from there. Phoenix Wind Blast lets you discard cards in your grave. Call. Your Archfiend brings back, yeah, get to search. Amazing. Dark Bribe. Dark Bribe. Solemn Judgment. Rare Force. Trapdoor Shoot. Trapdoor Shoot's just best card of format in my opinion. Just amazing. Extra deck. I won't go into the extra deck. Slide deck, I haven't really worked one out yet. Extra deck, you run level 9s because of Beetles, and it's just so easy to go into 9s. So you like 1 Miss Worm or 2, and a Trish. 100 Eyes Dragon. Oh, I'll show you 100 Eyes Dragon because a lot of people have probably never seen it. Where is it? There we go. Miss Worm. 100 Eyes Dragon. This is just amazing. You remove a level 6 or lower dark effect monster, and it gains its effect. So basically, you sync for it with a Necromancer, then you remove the Necromancer to gain its effect, or you remove the Mirage, and you basically, it's 3 pluses, because you Mirage, you can summon it, tribute it for the Necromancer and the Archfiend. The Necromancer brings back your Avenger, sync for 8, your Infernity Archfiend's got something from your deck. You go for this, remove the Mirage, tribute that, you get everything back, and you've got a +1. So, and you can loop that as many times as you have Mirages in your grave. And then your Mirages are removed, then you can special them with Leviair, which is just amazing. Definitely run at least 2. If I get a third one, I'll run a third one, because it's just that broken. Infernity Doom Dragon, because it's a 3000 beta that you can special with your other cards. Why not? I'll explain some combos in here. Infernity Archfiend. Let's say common typical hand for me is maybe like 2 monsters and then like a bunch of spells and traps. So let's say you draw into something like a Mirage, that, and something to discard it like that or that. You would always, if you can't get rid of the stuff in your hand first turn, you always set your Necromancer, and then you set them, and then you leave 2 cards to discard. Then you can discard that, you can normal that, you can summon that, special that, yeah. But your best plays are going, you fuel your grave with your Archfiend, your Necromancer, and your Beetles, and then you basically you've skimmed through your deck, so you're going to draw something like a Call, or a Monster Reborn, or a Mirage. These are my favourite plays, where you just come back from nothing and your opponent thinks you've lost, and you basically, you've got a pretty much 1 in 4 chance every turn to draw a card like that. So after 4 turns you're pretty much guaranteed to draw. See if you can just hold them off that long. Then epic comebacks. But the best way of winning is going into Mirage, tributing it to them, using its effect, special Beetle. Your Archfiend searches your deck, I always go for the launcher. You sync for 9. Miss Worm, bounce 3 cards, launcher, special Necromancer, special that, Necromancer, special that. You've gone back to the same spot, and you've got a Synchro monster that's bounced 3 cards. And then that will search your deck, that. And then you sync again for a Trish. So, yeah. It's amazing combos.